Hashtag no music, no intro. Saints Block Party podcast. We are here recapping the New Orleans Saints going to Kansas City, playing the champion Kansas City Chiefs. And it was close at points in the game, but other times it didn't feel like it was actually close at all, dropping to 2-3. 2-3. Oh, someone, I had our Discord up. This also, I believe I saw a stat that DA is now like 1-5, 1-6 in 1-6 in primetime games as Saints head coach.
Oh.
Dennis Allen is 2-3 after week 5, tied for the second best record in his coaching career to this point in the season.
Why are we tripping that shit?
It must be an us thing.
It must be us.
It must be an us thing. I think this game went exactly how I feared it was going to go. I just didn't see a path for them to win the game just because of the coaching mismatches. Like that was the thing I couldn't get away from, is like, how does this team get away from, how does this team win in spite of Andy Reid versus Dennis Allen and Derek Carr / Clint Kubiak versus Steve Spagnuolo? That was the game.
Yeah.
And this game, I said it in our Zoom. It just felt like a control C of the Eagles game, of the Falcons game, where the defense, who didn't have a great game, was getting ran on by Kareem Hunt, but they did enough to keep the offense in the game. And we've seen it, bruh. This has been the story all season after the first 2 weeks, and it's just to a point where I've asked this question to Captain Terrell the last 2 seasons. And what does this team do better than they did last season?
Don't worry, I'll wait. It's like, I'm just tired of the same movie, bro. It's like, damn. You remember 3 weeks ago, Adam? 3 weeks ago.
Oh,
so nice.
Feel like a fever dream, bro.
Man. And just to get to this point, and yes, the Saints are very injured. Yes, the O-line is in tatters.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, all that is true. But is that why we lost today?
Oh, in the second half, they started getting worked a little bit because they were in obvious passing situations. But for the amount of injuries this offensive line had, not in the run game, but in the passing game, held up pretty well, bro.
I mean, I was shocked how well they held up. I think Captain Terrell just put out a stat. I think they play action 4 times in this game only. Just the amount of times that Derek Carr was back there able to throw. Look, there was some, obviously you're going to have some pressure, but got to get the ball out, man, And look, the game started looking kind of promising. The drives was looking good. They were running the ball. They were moving the ball well, getting some quick passes out. And then Derek Carr, I'm going to have to go back and watch what was the play call? What was the thought? He people going to say he was under pressure. He did, Alvin Kamara went in to make a block in the middle, and he got, mollywop. But when you go look at it, I mean, Carr, I don't know if he panicked. I don't know if he was trying to throw it out of bounds. But it was, that thing went in the air, boy. It was in the air for, ooh.
He threw it off his back foot, one leg, fading away. I don't know. Shout out to Cam W, $4.99 super chat. Excuse me. He says, raise your hand if you knew Carr was going to somehow, quote unquote, get hurt after playing like shit on national TV.
Hey, didn't I say we saw this movie before? Like, bad movie, bro.
It's the same movie.
Not saying it's a fake injury or nothing like that.
No,
It's just some things are just like it's just funny how they happen. You know.
it is. We got 65 concurrent viewers right now. Appreciate y'all. Just at this point, the story of the game, right? I want to pull up the stats, but if you just go look at the story of the game, okay, the Saints have a defensive minded head coach. Here we go. Game recap. Pulling up ESPN right now. Just go over some numbers. Okay. So team stats. The Chiefs had 460 total yards. The Saints had 220. Both teams had one first down or one turnover, excuse me. Shout out to our dude Binky. Like that was a highlight of the games, bro. Just Binky, the interception, just loved it. Moving,
man.
Chiefs had 28 first downs. Saints had 14.
Ooh.
Let's see if we have time of possession. The time of possession, the Chiefs had the ball 39 in 56 game minutes. The Saints had it 20 in 4 seconds. Let's go rushing. Let's see how they rushed. The Chiefs had 139 yards on the ground rushing. Saints had 46, and we knew that the game plan that Steve Spagnuolo had coming into this game would be 41 is not going to beat us.
Period.
What does it say when the last 3 game plans that defenses have had has said we are going to shut the run game down and let your quarterback who got signed for $150, we want the ball in his hand, we want him to beat us? What does that say, Ryan?
That passing attack does not scare you. The quarterback does not scare you at all. At all. As long as Derek Carr is throwing, we know we got a chance to win. That's what they're saying.
And you're not talking about the Saints. About the other team. Yes, the other team.
The other team got a chance to win. That's what I'm saying. That's what the teams are telling you.
Oh, thanks for Paul. I forgot for this stat. Paul, the Saints fan, the Chiefs had over 200 yards after the catch. Can we talk about how the head coach of the Saints and the defensive coordinator, the Chiefs didn't have Rashee Rice. They didn't have Hollywood Brown. They had the corpse of Juju Smith-Schuster and Travis Kelce, who has played like shit the entire season up to this game. And I knew in this game, I said,
knew it, bro. Knew it.
Had his best game of the season, just like Dallas Goedert.
And look, he only had nine catches for 70 yards, but it was like the easiest 70 yards he could ever get because he was wide open. He was wide open. They refused to put anyone on him to reroute him.
Dropping in zone,
letting the pass off, catch, get the first down, over and over and over and over again. Juju Smith-Schuster had 7 catches for 130 yards, Adam.
Juju, the Patriots had the worst wide receiver corps in the league. Said we don't want you here anymore. Don't want you.
130 yards. We can't even get Chris Olave to 100.
Can't get that nigga. You had Chris Olave. I don't know if it was his brother on Twitter. Whoever said one target ? At halftime. You have been drumming this beat that Derek Carr has beef with Chris Olave, and I swear to God, as it continues to play out, bruh, it absolutely could not be more true. It is obvious.
Shit is weird, bro. All that boy do is go out there and beat his man. Catch pretty much everything. Can't get no love, bro. And this is for the health of the team. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, we need to win. Feed your dogs, bro. Feed your dogs. Alvin Kamara, Chris Olave. Those your dogs out there, you know? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. A lot of things this team do, I just don't get it. You got, Paulson Adebo. You talked about it on the last podcast on the breakdown.
I knew it, bruh.
He's like you said, they're gonna put Paulson Adebo on Xavier Worthy, and we know Paulson Adebo struggles with speedier guys. Like, wouldn't it make sense to? Wouldn't it make sense to put? Like, wouldn't it make sense to put Adebo on Juju Smith-Schuster?
You would think, nigga. You would think so. It's not like I'm not getting an NFL paycheck, but if I knew this shit was gonna happen earlier this week, and
it's just stubbornness that's with DA. Like, I understand DA has coached some really good defenses for the Saints, but man, he does some weird stuff. And something that's on my radar, bro. Like,
talk to me.
Really, if you look at the history of like defensive head coaches, their defenses typically aren't as good as when they were defensive coordinators.
They can't because they're not focusing just on the defense. They got to be the full CEO,
head coach of the team, right? So you can't focus on the defense like you want, cook it up, sitting in the lab all day, all night, cooking up stuff on your defense. You can't do that, and it's just getting stale with DA with what he's doing. He's not really. I'm not seeing any innovation. And I'm not trying to make this a bash to defense because look, they kept the game within reach for most of the game. Just like last week, just like the week before, the game was in reach. And then come the third quarter, when you really have to change your whole game, that's when the Chiefs put up the points and the offense couldn't do it anymore. Derek Carr eventually got hurt. They tried it, Jake Hayne out there. He was, you couldn't. What you gonna get him to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, they just brought the heat on him. He couldn't do much.
Hold on, bro. I'm sorry to cut you off. Our dude Gene, who's been a supporter of us since fucking jump, he just tweeted a quote from WWO radio. Excuse me. Dennis Allen. Quote. I thought we made some uncharacteristic mistakes that we have been made in the first 4 weeks. End quote. That's a quote that Dennis Allen just said after the.
What is he talking about? You mean like throwing a pick in like the first early part of the game, like we did last week? What are you talking about?
Points.
What are you talking about?
You mean like or Shaheed catching and fumbling and trying to field a punt that led to a touchdown, just like Jamal Williams should have been called at the fucking one for taking the ball out the end zone. But uncharacteristic. Okay.
Oh, you mean an uncharacteristic Paulson Adebo PI down the field?
Oh, that cost you the game last week?
That's uncharacteristic. Okay.
Okay. All right, bro.
Get this guy out of my face.
Get him out of my face, bro. I can't do it no more. I can't do it. I can't.
Oh, Jesus. You said it on the Zoom though, bro. Like just a different weight class, bro. You just watching the Chiefs and they made it look so easy.
Easy, bro. They were toying with the Saints.
Toying with the Saints, bro. Just, pitch lateral. Just having fun out there, bro. Like,
sorry, you brought the pitch lateral point. We ain't even talked about DA defense. He had the Chiefs in what, second and what, 34?
Second and 34, something like that. Then it was third and 22.
22. And I had no faith in them of getting off the field, Ryan.
None.
Like, but we got a defensive head coach, bro.
How sad is that? How sad is that, bro? How sad is that? Third and 22. Like, that should be up. If the Saints are in third 22, if the Saints offense is third 22, we know it's a wrap. Like, we know it's,
Nigga, they had converted that first down onto Olave that gets called back on a penalty in this 3rd and 12. That's it. Night. Not converted.
May as well punt early. Just get it out.
Wait, hold on. Renee says, interesting that DA admitted to being out coached tonight. I was told he was the next second coming of Bill Walsh. I gotta know what he said. I mean, he's not wrong.
He ain't wrong at all. Like he probably just sitting like that. I mean, you ever felt like that? Like, damn, this is not my night. I'm getting schooled. You know.
What's the meme, bro? I'm out here getting cooked. I'm out here getting cooked right now. Kobe in the chat says, "I'm a lifelong Saints fan that relocated to the DMV. I can't take this shit no more. DA has to go." Kenneth Kitchens in the chat says, "Juju has not had a 100-yard game in 2 years. 2 years, Ryan.
2 years. 2 years. Unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable.
And
And
my
the thing was, like
go ahead.
Patrick Mahomes, you know, he had a good game, but it wasn't like he didn't have to do anything like super heroic. You know, he had a couple of his little patented Mahomes runs where he runs to the corner for the first down, but he didn't have to do anything super heroic, man. Like the defensive line barely got into pressure. I think they got a sack or two on him a couple times, but for most of the part, he was just back there playing, just toying with him, bro. Just
This he had on one play he had 12 seconds, did a spin for no reason. This man, this about to be on Sports Center. And missed the throw. Cam W199 chat said Cam Jordan needs to start cheating on his wife again. Oh my God.
You might watch the show, bro. She used to watch the show, man. Oh.
Yeah, bro. PJ 409 says, "Hopefully Miss Benson seen that shit and understand this hurt by now." Gail don't care about football. Here's the thing. And this is it tracks and trends with the same shit from last season. Unless the team is going out and getting beat like embarrassingly, which this game didn't feel like it was, they got embarrassed, but if you really watch the game, they were embarrassed. Like if you know football, like this game, it was close, but at no point did it ever feel close.
Yeah. No, you did. The score is, like, yes, the score was close through the fourth quarter, but you just never felt like this team had it in hand. You know what I'm saying?
Even when they went down, they scored that touchdown with Foster Monroe. And I think at that point, it was 13-16 because Blake Grupe missed another extra point. Uncharacteristically, even though he's already missed another. Okay, let me stop.
Okay.
16-13 at that point. I said it in our Zoom. I said, can the defense, it's one score game, can the defense go out there and force a punt or a turnover like they had to get the ball back? And they leave Juju Smith-Schuster wide open.
Make it make sense to me.
I don't know. Courts in the chat says, we're not coming back from a 2-score deficit. I said on our preview pod, or maybe it was the recap pod, I don't remember which one it was at this point, this team has a front runner mentality. If they can't go up, if everything is not rosy for them, they cannot win. This is just not a this season thing either. This has been their character and who they are since DA's been head coach.
It's unbelievable, man. And what's fascinating to me is, like, even once you switch coordinators, like Clint Kubiak and all that, it's like even Clint Kubiak started looking like Pete Carmichael a little bit. It's like, what's the common denominator here? Like, what's the common denominator?
Pete said, y'all niggas coming way hard at me after week 2, but let me stop.
Something got to change, man. Like, and look, I'm not even about to do the hashtag fire Dennis Allen and all this stuff.
I'm not doing that.
I'm sitting back. I'm just gonna sit back and watch.
Okay.
Sit back and watch because you got the Bucks in 5 or 6 days, and they're gonna be hyped because Tampa about to get hit with a mollywop of a hurricane,
Mm-hmm.
and then 4 days later, you got
Ooh.
Big Dog, Big Dog
Ooh.
coming back to the dome. Big Dog,
With the
you know what I'm
defense
saying?
that looks like this is the best defense he has had in his whole coaching career.
They bringing the heat too. Heat. And I'm just saying, bro. I'm just gonna sit back and watch. I ain't
Because
calling for nobody head.
the chat saying you got to fix your mic, even though I hear you just fine. But they saying fix your mic. They don't know if they can hear you.
Okay. I'm sorry, I must have been leaning back a little bit.
Let's see. Vernell Thomas had a good point. He or she, I don't know. I think Dennis Allen has lost his team, and his team is showing us because they're doing uncharacteristic boneheaded situations. I just don't think. I think a little bit, and I don't want to say this, but it feels like the defense gave up a little bit in this game. Like it just did. Like in the second half, it just like they was just like, man, we done tried to give y'all wins on platters the last 2.5 games. Like it just felt like they kind of just gave up a little bit. But I just like the team is just poorly coached. Like it all goes back to it is a poorly coached team. This is another 3 games that DA's lost in a row. And you brought up the Bucks game. You brought up, and we're going to do that preview pod tomorrow. And you brought up that Denver game. Also, for that Denver game, the Broncos game, Thursday Night Football, we will go on with our dude, Greg Rosenthal, on NFL Daily for the Thursday Night Football recap. If they drop the next 2, at that point, you were 2-5. Like someone can make the argument they dropped the Bucks game in theory. Like it looks bleak because you lost to Atlanta once, lost to the Bucks. The only game when you have is against the Panthers. And bro, you switch out Andy Dalton for Bryce Young in Week 1. That they probably still win, but that game probably a lot closer than what it was in Week 1.
Look, this team hasn't shown the ability to really overcome any adversity.
None, bruh.
Even with the injuries, the offensive line, like I said, thought they played solid for the most part in pass protection, but it's like I kept saying coming into this game, like where's the creativity? Where is you're going against the Super Bowl champs, like
a flea flicker,
a flea flicker, a fake punt, something, man. Like something that's saying, like, bro, we trying to go out here and win. And if we lose trying to win, then so be it. But we about to go in there and give it our best. But it just looked like they just went out there and they try to replay the same script over and over and expect different results. I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
We have 100 concurrent viewers in the chat right now. That is the largest number of concurrent viewers we've had since we started doing these live shows. James Smart, 199 super chat. Appreciate you. 2-5 is trouble. Yes, it would be. Listen, they might go out and hang with the Bucks because Derek Carr left with an oblique injury. But it's just interesting because I know that's something that has been really coming out. It came out before the season. It's like, oh well, what does it really matter who the quarterback 2 is? Like that was a thing that people QB2 and the Saints got 2 quarterback 2s on the roster anyway, right? That's what I was told.
Who cares?
Maybe he plays on Sunday. It's an oblique. All I know is if it's an oblique, like it hurts it hurts to breathe. It hurts with your throwing motion. I don't know, but as much as it'll be the easy thing to go and just say hashtag the agenda play Spencer Rattler, I have been told. I was told this during the summer. I was told this right even after everything had happened during the preseason, how well Rattler played. Unless Dennis Allen is not the head coach, Spencer Rattler will remain the emergency quarterback 3 for the rest of the season. No, no, that makes you think a little bit. Like, well, damn, like, now why would that be? Why would, if he played well in the season, gave you some flashes, now why would he just be the quarterback 3 all season?
No,
huh? I don't know, bro. No.
Don't
know. Monty Kelly says, why the fuck does Carr only throw to Shaheed?
We was on the Zoom asking the same thing. And I love Shaheed, but goddamn, can we diversify our portfolio a little bit?
This play did not lose in the game, but it's a microcosm and a perfect example of the Derek Carr experience, right? He throws that great bomb to Shaheed to get the touchdown. But before that play happens, there's a wide open offensive line, gets perfect protection. You have Mason Tipton screaming down the field, wide open. There is not a Kansas City defender remotely near him. Completely airmails it. Ball's not even remotely close to 84. You cannot consistently think that you're going to win games, not just for the Saints, but especially for the Saints in this offense. If those are the throws that you're missing, you don't have a chance. Like, you're not going to have a chance. Someone else in the chat is asking, why does Carr only throw it to Shaheed? Carr picks his target pre-snap. Watch footage of him with the Raiders. He can't read defenses. It's why you constantly see receivers wide open and he ignores them.
Yeah.
Yes.
100%. Yes.
Yes.
It's crazy. And like you said, man, like plays like that, like, bro, like that's what you here for, bro. Like, to make those type of throws, especially in a game like this where you dealing with a offensive line that's in tatters. So when you get that protection and the pass is there and the guy is open, bro, you gotta hit that. Like, that's your job. That is your number one job as a quarterback.
You do not get many chances like that in an NFL fucking game. Mark said, Mike Murdoch, awfully close to Mike Mayock. Mike Mayock in this chat just upset too, bruh. Anything else? Like we go a little bit longer because we got to get to our sponsor, but just anything from this game that just, I don't know, still with you, stuck with you.
You start to see the warts in this defense. I think any defense where you can't stop the run, you can't stop the tight end, it's going to be a long day. Even if your defense is like, can hold up in the red zone and, bend but don't break, not being able to stop the run, not being able to stop tight ends and stuff like that, it's always going to be a long day because you can't control the game. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, you can't control the game. And when you got an offense that's kind of up and down the way it is now, it's going to be a tough out against anybody, not just the Chiefs, but against anybody. The Bucs, against anybody. Because we giving up, how many yards did...
someone in the chat said that he had over 100, and this is the first time he had over 100 yards since he got the DV charge, bro. I think that was a little hyperbole. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Kareem Hunt, bro, had 100 yards. Kareem Hunt. Like, that means you can't stop the run against anybody.
Nobody, bro.
That means anybody can run the
ball. That means your interior of your defensive line is not able to get off blocks. And they're not able to, and that means that the opposing offensive line is able to stone and push back your interior, and then is able to then get to the second level of the linebackers.
And it was so many plays where I actually did see the defense get to the running back, like at the line of scrimmage, and it didn't matter. Like they just got pushed around, they missed
Yep.
tackles, just undisciplined, bro. Even Demario Davis, man, like even he was looking a little closer to his age today. It was like, and I know he's coming off injury, but it was rough, bro. It was rough. Like I know they didn't let Kansas City put up 40 points and nothing like that, but defensively I thought it was rough, and offensively it just was bad, bad
Can
for the
we
most part.
the 2-minute drill that took
Oh,
20 seconds off the clock?
oh,
One of the worst 2-minute
yeah.
drills I've ever seen
No,
since watching football.
are y'all practicing? Y'all getting injured? Y'all getting injured at practice? What is y'all doing up in there? Like what are they doing? The way they be getting injured in practice, you think they up in there Oklahoma drills and 2 days? Y'all working on?
And then
What
to
y'all
go out
working
and I don't know, bro.
on? I don't know, man.
Let's see. Let me catch up on the chat real quick. Jay Sean said maybe the Saints should listen to outside noise because everyone is saying that Olave should get more targets. Maybe they should just tell the quarterback to throw to Olave. I don't know. I bet you I know someone that would throw to Olave though. So Mike Murdoch said, I don't think Kubiak is the problem. I'd like to see him with a different quarterback before making that adjustment. I think Clint would like to see that before.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, bro. Completely agree. They showed like a picture of like all the offensive coordinators Derek Carr's had. They kind of showed that they be like, hey man, look at Carr's had a rough go of it. Look at all these offensive coaches he's had. I was like,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's the other way around. Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he getting these guys fired. You know what I'm saying? Like,
We got some agenda people. This goes. It's just the crazy thing is, at no point during this season would I ever root for Derek Carr to play bad or play poorly, but the amount of vitriol that we got for just being excited about a young quarterback that showed a lot in preseason, showed a lot. You and I have watched an extensive amount of football in our fucking lives, and we're not experts. We don't work for an NFL team. We've just watched a shit ton of football. Even to people who are not us, Mina Kimes, Greg Cosell, the list goes on, saw the traits that a quarterback that you drafted in the 5th round displayed in a very truncated amount of time. He had a bad game against the Niners. I was there for that. But against the Titans and against the Cardinals, he consistently did what you would want a young quarterback to do and did it well. The fact that got so much pushback, and then the Saints, the first 2 weeks, people were like, oh my God, you still have the agenda and your hashtag in there? Like, why? I'm not going to remove it. And now, 3 games later, it's a lot more. It's a lot more quiet. I'm just gonna say. It's quiet. Because at some point, an 11-year NFL quarterback starter has just shown consistently who he is. Like you think you're gonna teach him new tricks? This man in training camp was telling us how his brain was fried from playing football. The quarterback had your brain fried, bro. Like he was just tired, right?
tired, bro. It's like, even the gimmies. Like there was a early pass to Mason Tipton that was behind him, and if it was just put in front of him, he would have been able to take it for a distance and maybe get a first down. I'm not sure. Maybe he wouldn't have, but he would have had a better chance. But he had to reach back for it. It's like, and we've seen. It's not like that was just he just had a bad pass. We've seen that all through training camp. We've seen that. Like we've seen this pass before. We've seen it get Shaheed injured. Like we've seen that pass before. So don't give me that, man. Like the dude. Listen, we gonna see. And look, I'll say this about Jake Hader. I was excited to see him come in. I do wish he had a little more time because one positive about him that immediately stood out is how quickly he got the ball out, and that helps your offensive line.
Yes.
I thought, maybe with a little better protection and a better game plan behind him, I think Jake Hader could do some things in this scheme. You know what I'm saying?
I do too, bro. I do too. Red.
He doesn't have really much of an arm. That's the only thing.
Right.
Kind of dies a little bit but he got some tools.
Red T said, we have to be a little fair to Carr, though. This offensive line is horrible. Listen, the offensive line with all the injuries was not the problem in this game. In the passing game. The run game, they were awful. In the passing game, they did exactly what they needed to do at least more than 50% of the time. And with the amount of injuries that they had, that's all you could ask for. That's all you could ask for. You had people coming off just Salsa Verde out there. Fucking Salsa Verde exists. He played today. Mike Murdoch. Then we go to our sponsor. Mark Murdoch says Carr's biggest issues are his mechanics. I was saying this 6 to 7 years ago. He has bad footwork and his pocket presence is that of a rookie. Ball placement is an issue due to him abandoning his posture.
Yes, 100%. Yes, and this has always been the case with him, even at Fresno. I remember people talking about that when he was coming out of Fresno, how he would fade. He would fade. He would loosen the pocket, poor mechanics. When his mechanics are together, he throws beautiful balls. He can make some really nice passes when his mechanics are together. But it's 11 years in, this who he is, bro. Like he's a inconsistent up and down quarterback. That's who he is.
Period. We will be back to wrap this up after the break, but we are going to send it over to our sponsor, Underdog Fantasy.
It's the greatest time of the year again. Football is back, and it's here to stay till February. Win up to 1,000 times your money just by choosing higher or lower on your favorite player's stats, touchdowns, passing yards, and more.
I love Underdog Fantasy. I used Underdog Fantasy just last week. The pick was so easy to use. Higher, lower on the Bills Dolphins game. So simple. Could not recommend you using Underdog Fantasy more.
Making picks on Underdog is straightforward and signing up is even easier. Just head over to Underdog's simple-to-use mobile app or UnderdogFantasy.com. Sign up with promo code BLOCKPARTY. And Underdog will give you a free pick to use on your first cash pick'em entry plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code BLOCKPARTY to claim your new customer special of a free pick and your deposit offer. Must be 18 or older, 19 or older in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 or older in Colorado for some games, 21 or older in Massachusetts and Arizona, and present in state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Void in Colorado. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. Arizona, 1-800-NEXT-STEP. That's 1-800-639-8783 or text Next Step to 53342. New York, call 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY or 467369.
We are back. This is a question I have for you. With everything we've seen in the first 5 games, what is your win total prediction for this team as they currently stand?
It was 7 going into the season. The 2 wins in the beginning had me like maybe 9, 10, 10-win season. Man, falling back to my 7 again, bro. It's so hard to know with this team, bro. I mean, look, I think if they can get this offensive line healthy, can they get, Eric McCoy back in a couple of weeks, get Caesar back, get some continuity going on the offensive line, get back to running the ball how they want, maybe, just maybe, Kendre Miller makes an appearance. Maybe. Who knows? I think, once they get that offensive identity and balance back going, I think they can be better. But man, like a lot of these problems that they're running into, bro, I just think it's bigger than the injuries. You know what I'm saying? I think it's
Yes. Like
I think
Derek
it falls back to coaching.
Derek Carr said this. Oh, I lost it. Let me see if I can pull it up. About his interception. Okay. Derek Carr said the first pass, the interception, I'm guessing, was boneheaded and stupid. Said he was trying to throw it away.
Okay. Yeah. Why though? Like why? Why did you? What made you make that decision?
Man, our head coach and our quarterback just two peas in a pod, bro.
Oh boy.
Just two peas in a pod. So their next games, they got the Bucks. We're gonna do the preview pod for the Bucks game tomorrow. Then they have the Broncos on Thursday Night Football next week, and then I believe, wait, do they have the Chargers after that? And I think they have the bye week. No, they have the bye week. I have to pull up the schedule. I know they have the Chargers at the end of October, for the mini meetup that we're doing in the West Coast. Let me see.
Yes. Bucks, the Broncos, then the Chargers,
Okay.
then the
And then the Panthers, and then they have the bye. Okay, so the next 4 games before their bye. Wait, no, they don't.
Now their bye week is until after the Browns.
You're right. That's right, after the Browns. So, the next 4: Bucks, Broncos, Chargers, Panthers. How many wins are you giving them?
I'll give them 2. 2 wins. I ain't gonna tell you who. I said they go 2. I think they go 2-2 over those 4 games.
Put their record at 4 and 5?
4 and 5, yeah. They just feel like a DA season right there.
Bro, I can't get at this point right now, bro. I can't give them the 2, bro. I cannot give them the 2.
You don't think they get 2 wins over the next 4?
I think they beat the Panthers. The rest of them though, buddy. The Chargers will test this defense. Harbaugh has them run the ball like they did at Michigan. Oh, Harbaugh coming to the game saying we running all day.
All day.
Dante said, "That's for sure, Mayock. You won't fool me."
That might be his daughter.
She used to holler at me back in the day. Whoa. She like a little swirl. Anyway,
she got her on the podcast, bro. Might bring her on.
Does she?
I saw on the podcast with her daddy.
All right. She look too LA now. It's all the work, bro. Like that's not my like. Anyway. Someone in the chat, I wanted to make mention of this before we kind of wrap up and close. Said Alante's been playing at an all-pro level. He absolutely has. I hate that the team is not more successful for him to get the recognition that he. And I'll say this about Alante and about 23. Teams ain't throwing at 23, bro.
Ain't, bro.
They're not even trying.
You forget he's out there, bro. You really forget he's out there. Because he just taking this guy away. And Alante, like I said, he at least deserves a Pro Bowl. I don't know, I know the all-pro stuff is weird. But, man, that dude ain't did nothing but come in here and he plays physical. He plays the run. He blitzes. He,
everything,
defends the
man.
pass. Doing everything. I want him to continue to do that throughout the year. But, yeah, bro, it's unfortunate that did, the primetime game, like, this is a game you're supposed to shine, bro. Like, It's just unfortunate, man.
It
So
is.
we won two primetime games with DA.
One, bruh.
One.
1 and 6.
Damn.
I can't even tell you which one that was, bruh.
I'm trying to think what that one is.
Couldn't tell you. I'd have to think. I would have to think about it, bro. I could not tell you.
I know they're not including that Tampa Bay when he came in.
If they are,
that shit don't count.
no. Someone gotta let me know what that one win is, because you absolutely cannot count that game, because that was a Sean Payton game plan that entire goddamn week. Do not. Yep, Cam W said 9-0 against the Bucks, and that does not fucking count. Nope. Everyone's saying this. No. We don't acknowledge it.
He was not head coach. I don't give a shit what you said. He was not head coach of the Saints.
No, and that does not get counted as a win in his win and loss record either.
No.
What is DA's record right now? He's 26-40.
Remember he was close to going 500 at least with the Saints. That shit left that in the dust. Left that shit in the dust, man.
Cam WW, or I can always tell you that. Cam W with the 499 super chat. He said that they're going to go 1-4. The Chargers about to run that thing down their throat. # no pause. Eric Martinez said, "Can you explain to me why DA mad at Marshawn for always being injured when the whole team always injured?"
Whole team, bro.
DA brain get injured during games when he got to make adjustments. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. At this point, someone could fact check it for me. I think DA's 26-48 as a head coach in the NFL. Maybe he is closer to having double his losses.
Ooh. Hey, you can't count the Raiders though, Adam.
Hey, my mistake. I apologize. I don't know how. Yeah, Kenneth said Sean Payton ain't losing to no DA. No, sir. And here's the shitty thing. Bo Nix is like not good. Like he's okay.
No.
Like he's fine. But like,
I mean, you know what Sean Payton doing with him? It's just managing him. You know what I'm saying?
That's it, bro. The shit that you need to do to win an NFL game, bro.
Bro, if Finding Nemo have a game against bro, I'm we're gonna have 130 yards, 8 catches.
Bro, if Finding Nemo hit it out and up on a Debo or one of the linebackers, bro, get me out of here. Everyone keeps saying it's time to sit a Debo down. I don't. They're not gonna bench a Debo. It's not gonna happen. It just. We'll talk about it on the Broncos preview pod. But man, if Adam Troutman and little Jordan Humphrey, bro, he was making plays on Sunday. I was like, they got little Jordan Humphrey out here making plays, bro.
Jordan Humphrey, bro. Sean Payton never gonna change, bro. Never gonna change.
No. Anyway, these are the 2024 New Orleans Saints, and they are who they are.
Yep.
It has been on our radar before the season started. We have said, show us. Just show us. Just show us that this season and this year is different. Up to this point, the first 2 weeks was bliss. The first, like, people were saying after week 1, someone said on Twitter that we shouldn't even enjoy the win. You and me, that we didn't have the right to enjoy the win. I swear to God, I got the tweets. I got the screenshot of the tweet saved, even though it got deleted. Said we couldn't enjoy the win.
Enjoy it. I know I enjoyed it.
But we just know, until we see differently, it's our mindset isn't going to change, because we don't have to change anything about ourselves, because we don't got anything to prove to anyone. The team is every week they are trying to prove to us as fans that they have changed. It's a DV relationship. Oh, baby, I'm so sorry. I just got mad that time, and this is not going to happen again. I'm so sorry. I guess, baby.
Just stress right now, you know?
These niggas going to try to go out and buy flowers and still going to try to trade for Devontae Adams and try to apologize to us, thinking that that's going to change our mind.
No.
Look, here, baby. Here, you got 17 for you right here, baby. Just right here. It's gonna be different this time. I swear to God, it's gonna be different. Devontae, I'm telling you right now, if they trade for Devontae Adams tomorrow, him being on the team does not functionally change anything about the goddamn team.
Nope.
It does not. Now, Derek Carr may have the ability to throw more 50-50 balls and he comes down with them here and there, but functionally, the team is not changing. So, someone Cam W199 super chat said Will Lutz game winner incoming. Nah, bro, that Broncos game ain't gonna be close. I'm sorry, bro. No, bro. No. You got Sean Payton who knows DA's defense like the back of his hand. He going to Vance Joseph and say, this is where you attack these niggas. This is what this nigga do. This is what this nigga do. This is what this. We'll get to that next week. I'm just saying, I don't think that Broncos game going to be close. I might be wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think it's going to be close. Because just like this game, when you have a mismatch greatly in one head coach versus another head coach, that's always going to show itself in football games. Period. Let's wrap up. Mike Murdoch said, "This is why I love you guys. You're not homers. You want the Saints to be better rather than some people who just pretend DA is about to turn the corner." This man been about to turn the corner for goddamn 5 years, bro.
Hey, bro. And look, we're not rooting for him to not turn the corner. I would love to see it. But we just asking to see it. Show us. You know what I'm saying?
How about I'm gonna have a better one. Don't show us. Show your players. Don't worry about us. Even though we know y'all listen to every episode, show the players that go into the building every single day that this season's gonna be different.
You had the Falcons on the ropes. You know?
How you lose to your biggest rival and they don't score a single touchdown. Offensive touchdown, excuse me.
That's the thing.
And then the next game, Kirk Cousins go out and throw 500 yards against the Bucs, bro.
Exactly. And that's the thing that kills me is the Saints ain't even good the way I thought they could be. I was thinking, well, they could at least probably beat up on the NFC South. They can't even do that shit.
Can't even do that, bro.
Beat Dallas, though. Beat Dallas.
Yes, sir. Always remember that. Always, bro. Was in the building, bro. I was like, what is happening right now?
Bro, they'd have been 0-3 since Dennis Allen did that. You know, sometimes you got to pop out and show something. 0-3 since.
Show the goddamn thing since.
No more rap quotes. No more rap quotes with DA, bro. I don't want to hear shit.
He done showed him some shit, all right. Anyway, we appreciate y'all. We got almost 343 views on this live stream, on this recap. So we appreciate y'all. We just talking football. We just having fun. That's all it is. That's really all it is. We will be back. There's a lot going on this week for me. I'm not going to say where I'm going, but I'm going out of town this week, spending time, just getting away, much needed time to get away. So we're going to do the preview pod for the Bucs game tomorrow. We get it. There's not going to be an injury report. Honestly, man, at this point, injuries matter, but at other, it's just breaking down the game, bro. This is this is what the matchups are. This is what to be looking out for. This is how that's all what it is. Yes, injuries play a huge factor in the games. The injuries in this game, linebacker wise, it hurt them, but the offensive line is not the reason why they lost this game tonight. Not in the passing game. Not in pass protection. It's not why they lost this game. So do the preview pod tomorrow. We'll do the recap on Sunday after the Bucs game. Might be a quick turnaround because I got a flight to catch to come to fly back. And my flight's like at 5. So we'll knock out the recap real quick. But we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We'll be back tomorrow for the preview pod. Thank y'all for all the support. We truly, truly appreciate it. I said this late as hell, but if you have not yet, you're watching, please like and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you have those notifications on so you know anytime that we post something or we're going live, you will get a notification. This is just what we do. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And with that, we're out.
Peace.